channel. Thanks very much for everybody joining in today. If you've seen the last video with the bigger enclosure, I've got another one. Well, I've got a few of these big ones, but this is the one where I did the Stirmi's dual separate enclosure. This one here is younger than this one, but this one here is bigger than this one because the last couple of molts this one's had an issue and it did get stuck in the molt, and I tried to help it through, but I think it has perished and I'm absolutely gutted. But we're going to have a look when we go through, and then I'll do this one and rehouse. But I'm not going to keep them in these deeper ones anymore because they love it, they burrow down deep, but if they have any problems, you can't get to them, you can't see, and they don't come out, which is what I've had with this one. So I'm going to do the same enclosure as I did last time with the blondie, and it's just going to be easier, they're just going to be there, visible, it's better for footage, and I can take care of them a lot better. So let's crack on and have a look and see this one. So you can see what I was on about. She was in a molt, she was moving, it looked absolutely smooth what she was doing, but you can see it's a big hide and it goes right back another 10 inches and then goes to the right and comes around. So it was very hard to see her, couldn't get her out, and you've basically just got to try and leave them to see if they can actually come out of the molt themselves. It was more dangerous for me moving her out, but I couldn't tell fully. I could only tell by the way her legs were positioned. She was molting face down, but she did eventually turn over on her back, and I thought, right, great, leave her, and I left her alone for days, and obviously now I should have removed her. So this is one of the things what I was saying, these enclosures are good because it simulates their wild habitat where they can dig deep and burrow right down, but if there's a problem, they're not going to come up when they're vulnerable, they'll stay down in their burrow and you don't get to see them. So I'm going to get into this second one in here and check that one's okay and rehouse that. But fortunately, bit of bad news, my original female Stirmi is completely dead, and you can see she's managed to come out of her carapace, she's come out of her the back ends come out okay, but around the legs it's stuck, and on the fangs it's all stuck, so it didn't come off around there. So absolutely gutted. Do love these. I will purchase another one eventually, but never replaces the one that I had. But let's just get this out and see what the other one's like. Okay, so I've caught her and she is absolutely massive, but she's still nowhere near fully grown. Quite calm as well, so she just chilled, walked in there. I didn't catch it because I had to dig out both sides of the burrow and I didn't want all that collapsing on her, so I managed to coax her out. And what we'll do is we'll get her into the new enclosure, and it's in one of those tubs that I've done again that you saw for the blondie. It's a very good size, I think it's like 50 litre or something like that, but she's got a massive cave that goes all the way down, so she's got plenty of room to grow, plenty of room to walk around. Absolutely tons and tons in this one, it's absolutely massive. So, and I think you'll agree, no issues with molting. I'll be able to see everything if she's in there, and I'll also be able to see if she's out here. So let's just get that's much easier. A few kicked hairs, let those hairs settle. So there she is. So that was my second Stirmi. I'd say she's easily a summer dog, and as I showed you on the previous video, if you look at that, the substrate looks dry, but it's not. I literally squeeze it and water will come out of it, so it's not overly soaked, but it's nice and damp, so it's going to be very humid for her. You can see on the abdomen, look at that, with the hairs she kicks off and they all break up. I don't think she's due for a molt, this one, but she is very, very voracious, big thick legs, but different coloration slightly to the one I had before. Well, I can see the pattern on the knees is exactly the same, but that could be a sign the other one did have issues because it went white, which they're not supposed to go. So this one's absolutely fine though, as you can see, absolutely gorgeous specimen. Very good size. Don't think she's going to walk around too much. We'll let her settle. But there we go. So that's my other Theraphosa Stirmi in the bigger enclosure, and I think that's going to be absolutely perfect for her. She can open up a bit more with her leg span, but she's got so much room in here. She'll be able to molt easy, and I can just keep an eye on her so much easier. So that's it. So thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next video.